Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, let me know what you think. Now, somebody reached out to me and asked me, what do I think about Ken from Love and Marriage Huntsville getting arrested? And I'm like, Ken got arrested? I'm like, when did this happen? Because I had not seen any commentary or any headlines or any titles floating around YouTube or social media regarding Ken's arrest. And they're like, oh no, sometimes this is what was told to me. I have to give what was told to me is that Ken, sometime early 2024, Ken got arrested for possession, and he had a almost 36-month or 3-year probation conviction where he can't leave the state of Alabama. And I'm like, oh wow, okay. So my opinion, because I was asked, I did not know, and I did not go looking for any type of information on it. So I'm just going to give my take on it. My thing is, well, first of all, I'm not surprised that Ken is the latest person to fall into the, what I call the Love and Marriage Huntsville jail curse. Because it seems like everybody that comes on Love and Marriage Huntsville, if they don't come on there with a conviction or with an arrest warrant or some type of, something going on with the law, it seems like once they get on there, they wind up picking up some type of charges where I'm going to call it the Love and Marriage Huntsville jail curse. And Ken, I don't care for Ken, but that doesn't mean that I would want to see him in jail or anything like that. I'm not wishing for him to go to jail or anything, but what I am going to say is Ken, being in the trucking industry, he should know better. And I wonder, is this conviction around the time when Ken was sitting in his car, going back on those lives, going off on those ladies, calling them old, and just going back and forth with them, arguing and stuff like that. I wonder, did his jail conviction, did this set him off to the point where he was going back and forth or whatever, and he was crashing out online? But like I said, Ken, being in the trucking industry, I wonder, is this going to impact his livelihood? Because I know people that's in the trucking industry, and from what I understand, they can't have all of those points on their records and getting arrested, and especially getting arrested for something such as possession and stuff like. I'm like, because that could end his reputation in the trucking industry, where he could actually have his CDL revoked or his chauffeur's license revoked or something like that. So I wonder, is that the reason why Trish is now saying she wants to start opening up a gym? She wants to become a full-time trainer. So she's trying to make a pivot in her career where she doesn't want to, she wants to opt out of her job and go into a new field. And I wonder, is this the reason why Ken is saying, okay, yeah, I want to be there for Trish. I want to make sure, I support her in every way. And at first I'm like, okay, isn't he gone on the road a lot? So I understand that, he is a trainer as well, or he work out as well. But I'm like, how is this going to work out with Trish opening up gyms and she have a full-time job, and until the gym is up and running and stuff. But then I was like, okay, maybe Ken is going to foot the bill until Trish her gym take off, until her training take off. That'll be good, and at least she'll have something to fall back on. But now it seems like, in my opinion, that maybe this conviction, even though he got probation, it could have potential to mess up his livelihood with the trucking industry. And even though he stated that he owned his own trucking company, it could hurt him bad, because like I say, I know people that work in that industry, and they don't play around when it comes to their license. But like I say, Ken should have known better. And this is why Ken, when he came on Love and Marriage Huntsville, he shouldn't have came on trying to, be something that he's not, trying to outdo Marquez, trying to make it seem like he's better than him in every, all the way around. When the story come out, Ken is, just somebody that go from family to family, playing daddy, trying to play, Captain Save him with his money. But now it's like, if this conviction messed up Ken's livelihood, then what? Maybe this is the reason why Trish doesn't want to get married to Ken, because she loved saying Ken to pay for it, Ken to do it, Ken can do this, Ken can pay for it, and now Ken probably can't pay for it anymore. So maybe she's like, maybe that's why she put a halt in her divorcing Marquez, and maybe that's why she's not ready to marry Ken, because now she has to see what that would look like for her and her child financially. I mean, you can't blame her. But like I say, that's why Ken should have waited. He's so busy worried about what Marquez doing, and instead of taking care of his business. Or I wonder, has Ken was that part of his little trucking industry of shipping or doing, his little transporting, his little whatever he was caught with. I mean, I don't know. Inquiring minds, y'all tell me what y'all think. But like I say, Ken coming on Love and Marriage Huntsville, boasting and bragging, acting like he's all that in a bag of chips, knowing doggone well that he's only the side dude. And I don't care what nobody say, until Trish actually divorces Marquez, Ken is the side dude, and Ken should have stepped aside and calm down and let the process play out. If him and Trish wants to date, they're grown, they do whatever they want to do. But at the same time, for him to be taking all this time up with Trish's daughter, bragging about how him picking her up and doing all these things, it's just creepy to me, because I don't care how long he's known Trish, he's never known Trish long enough to be doing all of this stuff with her daughter, picking her up, got her on his lap, hugging her, all like that. I don't care how long him and Trish has been seeing each other. It's never long enough for him to have another man's daughter on his lap. It's never long enough for me to trust you to be alone picking up my daughter. If I have something to do or whatever, I mean, her brother, he drives. Let me send her brother. And I know it's not always, sometimes people are not always available, but I would have to think like Ken is not even there in the picture, because he would not be picking up my daughter. He would not have my daughter on his lap. And for Ken to be boasting and bragging and putting Marquez down for what he's not doing, I mean, this is what he get. But like I say, I wonder, is this Ken's actual business of transporting, and that he just wound up getting caught with it? And this, I wonder, is this something that is could possibly mess up his whole livelihood in the trucking industry, which is why they are trying to make a go at it with these with becoming trainers and opening up their own gym. What y'all think? I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.